Don't ever laugh as a hearse goes by, for you may be the next to die. They wrap you up in a big white sheet, from your hair down to your feet. They put you in a big black box and cover you up with dirt and rocks. And all goes well for about a week, and then your coffin begins to leak. And the worms crawl in, the worms crawl out, the worms play pinnacle on your snout. They eat your eyes, they eat your nose, they eat the jelly between your toes. A big green worm with rolling eyes crawls in your stomach and out in your eyes. Your stomach turns a slimy green, and pus pours out like whipping cream. You spread it on a slice of bread, and that's what you eat when you're dead. And the worms crawl out, the worms crawl in. The worms that crawl in are lean and thin. The ones that crawl out, they are fat and they're stout. Your eyes fall in and your hair falls out. And the worms crawl in, the worms crawl out. They crawl all over your dirty snout. Your chest caves in and your eyes pop out, and your brain turns to sauerkraut. They bite their friends and their friends too. They all come down to chew on you. And this is what it is to die. I hope you had a nice goodbye. Did you ever think, as a hearse goes by, that you may be the next to die? And your eyes fall out and your teeth decay, and that is the end of a perfect day.
Hello and welcome, everyone! I'm so excited to bring a brand new session to everyone. But first, before we go into any kind of recap or anything along those lines, let's start off by introducing our lovely cast from the Coterie of Death, starting with Kieran.
Hi, I'm Kieran, aka Caradan Zero, and I'm playing Christof Giovanni.
Hi, I'm Nova, and I play Franziska. Whatever my last name is.
Hey, I'm Jono. I'm playing Dr. Daniels, the Venture of the Coterie.
And I'm Satanic Bunny, aka Bun Bun, and I will be playing Jessie Hill today.
We last left off our Coterie of Death with them having gone to face off against a number of anarchs that were in their way after they picked up a sarcophagus from a manor outside of Munich. They faced off against these anarchs and quite handily either intimidated them or dominated them to split up and leave them alone. With the sarcophagus in tow, the Coterie of Death returned to the temple, the Hakata Temple, where they delivered the sarcophagus to Detsia Mora, where Mora got into an argument with Franziska behind closed doors about the true nature of the jar that had just been traded to this creature, this being in the manor. But that was fine, as the Coterie had gotten together at Detsia Mora's request to help bring Constantia back, rebuild Constantia's body. Well, the body of Gunter Hildebrandt, but the mind of Constantia. And they did so, completing into a ceremony where they had the vessel go into the sarcophagus, and out came what appeared to be a restored version of this vessel. But the Coterie went off shortly after that, having participated within this ceremony. Marlo Putaneska spoke with Franziska, speaking to her about her place in the family and basically reassuring her that he's not playing any kind of games. He also confided in Franziska a troubling thing of Giovanni specifically Giovanni ghouls, Giovanni kindred, neonates, who have been going missing as of late, including Hiromitsu Asano. The coterie then got back together, where they discussed a few things at the Sendling Lofts, away from the prying ears of the rest of the family. And as the sun was beginning to rise, Dr. Daniels and Jessie Hill were headed off, with Dr. Daniels dropping Jessie off at her place called the Fruit of Persephone, where Jessie offered for Dr. Daniels to come and stay the night, to partake in the reverie, the ceremonies, I guess, within the Fruit of Persephone. As they arrived, Jessie was called into an alleyway by a pale-looking figure, a woman in a torn dress, very pale skin, long dark hair. She said her name was Eleanora Swansong, spoken various riddles to Jessie, to which Jessie responded to meet Eleanora in private the next night within the club. We ended the session with Dr. Daniel being led into a room, told to put on a blindfold. And that's where we ended the session. Him putting on a blindfold, unsure what's going to take place. We open on the next night. The Fruit of Persephone. The camera snakes through the interior, going through different themed rooms. The staff for the Fruit of Persephone were diligently working to prepare for yet another night. As the camera halts, it stops at a door within the hallway. Pushing through the door, we see Dr. Daniels slumped on a luxurious chair, blindfold still tightly over his eye, the dried taste of copper on his lips. Upon waking and shaking the momentary reverie from his mind, he removes the blindfold to find himself in an opulent-looking room, gold trim against near marble white walls with intricate patterning and relief work. In the center of this wall, a giant mirror reflecting the room and himself there. Looking at his reflection, Dr. Daniels sees himself. His mask is off and laying at the floor. It hadn't occurred to him, but this must be the first time he had seen his face in a number of decades. His half-burnt visage, bumpy and scarred against the white skin, from a time long forgotten, time when he was human. Dr. Daniels, as you look at yourself in the mirror, look at the scars, look at the milky white of your eye, what thoughts are going through your mind?
I cannot think of anything clever to say. I have no thoughts, sorry.
You have any thoughts about what may have happened? Why you decided to take up this offer? Why you were blindfolded?
Just curious, I suppose. Want to believe that we can trust Jessie, and that, I guess, seeing what Jessie has to offer may prove that they can be trusted and be a good asset to our coterie.
Is that thought circles in your mind as to the why and the how and the what? Would it disturb you that you don't remember anything? That the last thing you remember was the blindfold being placed over your eye. The fact that your mask is no longer on It's almost like a wall that you place. And by removing it, it's like a symbolic show of vulnerability. Would those things disturb Dr. Daniels at all, or would they even cross his mind? Or
A little bit. It's a little bit like I can now see who I really am. And I guess it worries me that other people might see who I really am and that who I am isn't enough for them. And so, yeah, without the mask, it does leave me feeling quite vulnerable.
would Dr. Daniels put the mask on at this point, or would he leave it off?
I think he would put it back on. Yeah.
You hurry over to grab the mask, put it back on your face, cover up that scarring, place that wall, that barrier up once more to hide yourself, to build that stony exterior from the world. That's when the door opens, and Jessie slithers in. You notice this as you've got your back turned and you're fitting your mask on. Jessie, you see Dr. Daniels being put his mask on, but, well, I would dare say you've probably seen this whole exchange happening in this room from behind this mirror. Take it away.
Good morning.
Is it nightfall already?
It is.
Interesting. Doesn't feel like I really slept. Feels like the day just slipped by.
The older we get, the stranger things get. We don't really sleep, do we? We die for real and then reanimate.
Dr. Daniels, the way she talks, the flowery sort of way she puts that together, everything about that seems deep to you. You seem like you've got a better understanding of this person before you. You can't explain why. Can't explain how, but you feel like you're safe around her.
Tis strange the more we think about it, dying and being reborn every night. Yet not really being reborn, still dead. Dead, less dead, dead, less dead.
Either alive or dead, you are still the Kingmaker, the one, the only, the incorruptible.
Feel like there's a long way to go still. We've
Well,
still got a king to make.
I have a question. Well, I've got many, but we'll start with this one. You are the Kingmaker, and I'm sure you've done a lot of fascinating things. I'll have to pick your brain sometime. But my question is, have you ever thought about being a Queen Maker?
Interesting. You're talking about promoting Fran over Christof? Is that what you mean?
Just curious as to if you are aligned only to one specific gender, or if you aren't afraid to elevate anyone.
I'm pretty sure, I'm just checking my character sheet. I think it was a flaw of mine in that I was kind of set in the old ways, wasn't I?
Very much so.
Yeah, so I guess I should roleplay that to a degree. Sorry, starting again. I guess the title Kingmaker was chosen because I believed only in kings. I don't know about if a queen so much is as necessary or as strong as a king can be.
I see. Well, you know what they say, behind every king is a queen.
This is true. King needs a queen, but a king is still the leader.
I suppose. Did you find your accommodations to your liking?
I believe so. I have no qualms.
Is there anything I can get you? Something to drink?
Let me just rouse my blood real quick.
Everyone needs to rouse, by the way. Phew. All right.
Where am I? I had a rousing success. You know what? But I still had 3. I am a little bit peckish still. No more hungrier than I was last night.
Drop that down to a 1. Dr. Daniels.
I'm fine. I'm good.
Very well. I was going to have a little nibble myself, and it would be improper of me if I wasn't to extend an invitation. Be sure you don't want to simply savor the subtle notes that I've cultivated in my garden.
I appreciate the offer. I think I'm okay. I'm not too hungry.
Very well. Then I'm going to put my face on and get myself ready for the evening. There is one thing I wanted to give you while I'm getting ready. You did say that you were a voyeur, yes?
A lawyer.
A voyeur.
A voyeur. Did I?
I do believe you did. Allow me to take you to a very special room. I think the entertainment for you will be particularly delicious.
So, Jessie, you take... Well, actually, just describe where you're taking Dr. Daniels. Dr. Daniels is going to be... Dr. Daniels is just going to be so in awe of you for the moment.
He's entranced.
He's so
Some would
entranced.
say.
Yeah.
Yes, so I lead him out of the room that he remained in for the day, and Jessie will lead him out of that room. The halls are very opulent, almost ostentatious. It seems like this entire building was manifested by the embodiment of avarice, of excess. Even a hallway is a lot to take in, with marble and paintings, even statues. But they will lead them through this hall and into what looked like, at least from the door, some sort of janitorial access, as if it was only for staff. But this is just a ruse, one mask of many. And they would lead them into, what would I call this? The room of mirrors. And there are many different mirrors. This is a little bit higher up in the building. And there are many different mirrors. But within this room, they are windows. Windows into the delights of others, into the intimate moments of others, but most deliciously, into the secrets of others, where the rich men and women come and think that they are alone, indulging in things that perhaps would get them in trouble, either with their partners or law enforcement. There are also perhaps even some kindred, or ghouls on their night off, or ghouls do have lives, depending. A myriad of different entities indulging, speaking, acting as if they are not under surveillance, But within this room, they very much are. And she would just kind of leave him there. Gave him a tour of the room, but leave him to fully indulge in his voyeurism. And she will just slip out.
And you do. Meanwhile, the camera cuts over to the ceiling. Franziska awakens within the spare room. Her day sleep feeling restless, like a memory that is slightly out of grasp. She can't quite keep hold of. While asleep in the day, it is normally a void, a pit of darkness, and then you awaken for another night. A moment of complete and utter death before being resurrected again. But whatever it was that you experienced during your day sleep, Franziska, you felt a toll on your psyche. Something was not right with the sleep. You awaken, and looking across the room, you can see the spirit of the traveller that you've wrestled from Christof's apartment, leering at you from the foot of the bed. Her arms crossed. Hey, you feel it. An expression, a feeling of anger washing over you as she looks at you.
Good evening.
The anger intensifies.
I understand your frustration. But we need to be smart. If we're going to take down one, we may as well take down them all, huh?
The anger fades. Only slightly. Don't feel that feeling in the back of your gut. Anger as she dissipates and disappears. The traveller that you've wrestled from Christof's apartment disappears before your eyes, seemingly satisfied with your answer. Would
Wait.
Christof come... Oh. It doesn't... It still disappears. But you get the feeling that it's still listening.
I need you to follow some missing leads on the other side. Find out, if you can, who has been killing these Giovanni kindred, the neonates. Most importantly, the innocent people who had nothing to do with it. The ghouls. Any scrap of information.
The anger disappears. There's no direct answer. You don't know if they'll do what you've asked, but you've requested it nonetheless. Which is all you really can do at this stage. But, Christof, would you go to Franziska's room, or would you wait for Franziska to leave?
Christof would probably be going through his nightly routine, but a little different this time. This time he's sort of, instead of just sort of getting up and wherever he is, that's where he does his push-ups, his crunches. This time he's sort of shifted himself around so that he can look at himself in the mirror as he's doing his push-ups. And he's talking to himself. He's like, Christof, you've been an up-and-comer. You've been an up-and-comer before. We're back at this again. You're not top dog anymore. Start from the bottom. Now we're here. And he goes through that routine. Obviously, he's not sweating. It's not having any effect, but it's that psychological pump up that he's giving himself. And after he's been through that, gets himself dressed. And that would take him a little bit of time. He'd probably take a little bit of extra time to sort of psychologically, work himself up. So I don't think, potentially if Franny's taken a little bit of time to come out, maybe they would come out at around the same time.
Very well, that is what happens. Both of you exit, seeing each other in the small hallway of this apartment suite.
Evening, Franny.
Brother,
What do we got on for this evening?
I forgot to tell you something. I'm blanking. Asano's name. There we go. There we go. We got there. You know how no one has seen Asano for a long time?
Yeah, there was that. And Christof gets visibly uncomfortable because the last time Asano was sort of brought up was at his lowest. There was, there was a bit of a mess at his place. He hasn't been around since.
Well, our kind dear brother, Mallow, informed me that he's not the only one missing. There's kindred, neonates, ghouls.
There's that one ghoul. Were there more?
Yes.
Okay.
Did I
So-
get more details, Chris?
What's that job to?
I'm blanking. No.
Is that job to find out what happened? We're doing some detective work.
Well,
I could be a detective. Yeah.
yeah, I believe you.
Thank you.
You can do whatever you put your head to.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Be nice without the sarcasm.
Now, can you repeat that without the sarcastic part and how you're thankful that you have my support and we work better together? That would be quite wonderful. Thank you.
All right. I'm thankful that I have your support system, and we work better together.
This is gonna be a good day. I feel like.
I feel like it is going to be a good day. I think you're right there.
Whew. I also need to tell you that I fucked up and I'm terribly sorry. And then she just spins on the ball of her foot and starts walking up towards the exit of the building.
Christoph just sort of like stands there and he's like, looks into the room, expecting to see like the room all smashed up, like it was after the previous ritual. Did you do enough? Franny, and races after her.
Would Franziska stop, or would Franziska hurry her step?
No, she keeps her pace the same. Her posture's still straight. Not the weakness from the day before.
Christoph, I assume you're out the front door and heading to the elevator. Yeah. Christoph is like scrambling to like lock the door and keep up. Franny looks around. There's conscious of the fact that there are potentially people. Franny, come back.
Franziska continues.
Yeah.
Some things are better left unsaid, brother.
All right. You can't just drop that on me and just say nothing.
I mean, come on, you've done it a million times before.
I mean, when? Can't think of a single time I've kept something from you.
Neither can I, but I know that you.
So what's you've made a mistake, and has this got to do with Marlo?
Yeah,
what's the score?
I think this is one of those things that just needs time. We need to keep our heads screwed on right now. Okay, Christof?
Okay, but why does that mean not telling me this? Or telling me half of this?
I need you to trust me. Do you trust me?
Yeah, I trust you, but I want to help you. How can I do that if I don't know what's going on?
The best way that you can help me is if we both play really fucking dumb, like we're so useless in this whole entire world, right?
Yeah, okay. So we shouldn't be finding out who's been...
Oh, no, we still got to do everything. We just got to do it undercover and make sure that nobody knows that, we know things.
Oh, I mean, that'll be easy for me because I don't know anything.
Do you?
All I know is that you did something and you're sorry about it.
Yep. I fucked up real bad, and I just need a few days to think about it and then explain it to you. And
All right, well, I'm here when you're ready to let me in.
yeah, I'll let you know when I'm ready to die for good. Okay, let's go.
Christof pauses, I'm guessing. Franziska continues going into the elevator, the doors closing before her.
Christof is going with Franziska, so he's hopping that elevator with her, but he's going to let that conversation drop.
The two of you are in the elevator as it starts to descend. Your reflections reflected in the paneling of this elevator, looking back at you like strange funhouse reflection. As the silence between the two of you is almost louder than any words either of you could speak. But that's where we're going to cut from this moment for now. Well, actually, before we do, Franziska, where exactly are you going?
Just somewhere. I can't remember what we're doing. I had this whole plan in my head at the end of the last session, and I didn't write it down.
Should have written it down. Do you need time to think about where you're going?
I guess we're just going back.
Asano's place to investigate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Going to Asano's place. Meanwhile, we're going to cut over to Jessie. Jessie, you partake. You've got a herd, I believe, correct? So you partake in your herd. Remove a dot of herd, please. Get a dot of blood back. As you drink back from one of your many concubines, I guess is a proper word for it, you are interrupted afterward by Renee, who enters a folder in her arm. And she says, "Hi, the report is ready, Jessie, if it's appropriate." Because she looks at the person who's clearly in pain, holding their arm. You've just broke the blood.
Thank you, dear Renee. Also, it's Ms. Hill.
Sorry, sir.
And they will take the report. It's all right. We all make mistakes. Just we need to learn from them.
Start flipping through. They look to be financial reports, but various newspaper clippings. As you're looking through them, Renee will kind of fill you in on what they are. Miss Hill, I've looked into the Sisyphus hedge fund, run by a person named Christopher Hamilla. They also ran another hedge fund that crashed and burned named Demperwolf Logistics. Looking into Hamilla, seems to be a ghost. No solid records of him other than a very, very squeaky clean paper trail. It is a little suspicious, though. There's one... When Dimplewolf crashed, everyone left. Everyone quit, except for one person who never handed in their resignation papers. A man by the name of Adrian. Body was found not long after. Head missing, and they've never been able to find it. Sisyphus has some very large backers, all of whom seemingly less invest out of wealth and more out of political lobby. Whoever this Christopher Hamilla is, he is either entrenched deeply in the political sphere or knows someone who's deeply entrenched in the political sphere, and the money is used to push forward policies, used to donate to politicians like Peter Drew or Winston Sinclair.
All right. Interesting. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to find some of the big spenders. I want you to look into them. Not too much, don't get yourself found out. But if you find that they are... that they would find our establishment particularly inviting, let me know. I want to know what their vices are, if you can discover. Analyze where the money's going, and I'm sure we can find interesting things. And if we do find interesting things, then perhaps we can extend an invitation for them to discreetly enjoy our services.
Of course. Miss Hill. I will look into that. Is there anything...
But leave this Christof alone.
Christoph?
What was it that you said? The other one? The
Christopher Hamilla.
Let's leave this Christopher Hamilla.
I wouldn't even know where to look to begin to find Christopher Hamilla. As I said, I can't even find a photo of him. He's like a ghost. He exists on paper. I can guarantee that, but as far as that, I don't know.
Impressive. We'll just focus on what we can see and track down.
Anything else I could do for you?
I believe there was something, but I had such a interesting night last night, it escapes me. Just keep your phone on you, and I'm sure it will come to me.
Very well, Miss Hill.
You're doing very well, dear. Keep this up, and I'm sure your gift will come soon.
Renee not. Turns on her heel. Leaves the folder with you. As you start flipping through the folder, flipping through all the information, getting all the tiny details that Renee may have overlooked. You spend a moment doing that. Meanwhile, Dr. Daniels. You're in the walls between walls, rooms between rooms, watching through a giant mirror to the various things that happen in the club. It's still early hours, not a lot of people in, but you do notice. Oh, sorry, you're muted.
Anyone I recognise?
Yeah, very much so.
Is that what you're about to say? Yeah.
A few politicians walk in, local politicians. It is coming up to the state elections soon. So some of these faces seem new, seem like new players in the game, but they've come in with sort of some raucous people around them as they're being entertained by the staff members of the Fruit of Persephone. What are you looking out for in particular?
if I'm seeing new players in the political game, I'm obviously just getting a small gauge on them. Also looking to see, I don't know, any old players. I guess I'm also looking to see, like, is it all just humans, or am I seeing anyone I recognize as kindred as well?
So far, it's just humans. And it's
So
too
I'm just
early in the
looking-
night, most likely, for
Mhm.
any old players to show their head. They know well enough to not be
Yeah.
seen this early when the cameras of the public are still very much at large.
True,
early
true,
in the
true.
night. He's a young, very young politician.
Peter Drew around?
No.
No, he wouldn't be, would he? I'm still, yeah.
There's a few people from Peter Drew's party,
Mhm.
Political party, some people that you've scouted as potential candidates for up and comers, but they're still too young, inexperienced, both in the political realm and in life, to really be
Mhm.
given any serious thought.
This is a separate question based on earlier, but how do you get points of herd back?
It takes a month of in-game time.
Right. Okay. All good. Cool. So I guess I'm hanging out, looking at my mirrors, and there's heaps of people chatting and whatnot. I guess I don't know, I'm just listening for anything interesting, I guess, then.
It's all very mundane. A lot of very interesting things happening here. They're less talking about things of substance and more talking about substances that they can inhale, snort, or inject in various places.
Classic humans.
Exactly. Not a lot of substance so far. But you do see the potential in this kind of voyeurism, this kind of unfettered access. If someone of more importance is to ever enter the field, but that doesn't seem to happen. That you wait about maybe half an hour, 45 minutes. How long are you going to wait for anyone of importance to show up?
I can see how for someone like me, this kind of access to what people are saying and thinking without being seen would be quite inviting. It would be almost like a drug where I'd probably want to just keep listening in. And I like the idea of really being behind the scenes and seeing, I want to hear something juicy.
That doesn't answer my question. How long?
Trying to remember, we didn't really have anything organized for today, did we? We just kind
You
of
just wanted
off.
to. You wanted to talk to some of your. You wanted to talk to the Ventru Primogen and
I
Fleischer.
did, yeah. That's right.
That was something specifically you wanted to.
I was just going to go build on relationships, wasn't I? But I didn't have any appointments as such, so I guess I'd stay a bit longer. Stay until the night gets I don't know.
It's a little bit more interesting. Okay. You stay and you wait. Eventually, Jessie, you hear another knock at your door. A person comes in, followed by a leather-faced old woman, tattoos up her arm. Linnell of the Samedi. She thanks the person who has brought her to your office. And she looks at you, Jessie. She says, "So this is the Fruit of Persephone."
I hope you're enjoying your experience so far. Thank you so much for coming. It means a lot.
Well, I've just arrived, so not sure. You said that I could come here, and what was it exactly you said?
I believe I said something to the effect of enjoying the garden.
Well, Forgive me for being so blunt, Jessie, but I have grown past such carnal desires.
And what desires do you speak of? Just substances and fornication?
I look around and that's what I see here, substances and fornication.
That is what you see, but ask what you don't. We are an establishment of layers.
Enlighten me.
Well, for the right price, many things can be obtained, shared, taken. All very well secured and regulated. Nothing gets out or in without my say-so. Secrets are exchanged, artifacts, lives, deaths.
What artifact?
Well, that would depend on what I would have set up. Those are special events, you see.
Let's start simple then. I would like a boy, 17, no younger than 16, no older than, say, 25. So 17, the ideal age. Someone experienced in life, the hardships of life. And this boy, this person, cannot be missed. Because they will no longer be seeing anyone that they saw or knew in this life. So it would be good if they don't have any connections.
You seek a wayward soul.
And a room where I can ply my craft.
Of course.
Can you get that done for me tonight?
Of course. Was there anything else?
No. That will do. That will be a good start.
Very well. Well, allow me to personally show you to your special chamber for this evening, and I will get to work. Jessie will be very formal, all manners, all etiquette, all smiles and grace. They will exit the kind of office space and take them down passages and hallways, of course opulent, until once again it seems to kind of go into a more dull kind of servicey appearance. This is again just another lie, another facade, another mask. And the chamber, the room that Jessie provides for this person, it is dark, it is cold. There's no windows, there's only one door.
Is there a mirror?
There seems to be one kind of oval Victorian-esque Gothic mirror that is seems very vintage, like it was plucked from many, many moons ago. Perhaps at one point it might have been a fetter, but now it's just a decoration. Some ceremonies and rituals require a reflective surface, thus it is there. There are also a kind of semi-pedestal with a black ceramic bowl with water filled in, and there's like a jug nearby. And there's just various occult tools. There's chicken bones with runes. There's an assortment of tarot cards. There are varying blades that are resting on a kind of velvet material. There's a lot of just occult instruments. It may not have everything, but it has at least the basics.
Linnell inspects that, and when I asked about the mirror, I was more asking whether or not a certain Dr. Daniel would be seeing this.
No, not this one.
Okay. So, Linnell inspects the objects, inspects them, says, these will do, this seems adequate. I should probably not have to say this, but the boy needs to be bound. Shackled.
Of course, would you prefer rope, metal, broken legs?
Metal.
Some have preferences.
Right?
It is.
Perfect. So, you head off to go and procure what you need. Dr. Daniels, nothing of interest is showing up to you.
All right, bugger it. I'll leave. How do I get out?
What will happen is you start going through the tunnel ways, the service ways, where you bump into Jessie as Jessie is making her way through the hallways.
Jessie. Interesting setup.
Thank you. Did you enjoy?
Yes, it's very addictive, I feel, to be have that kind of access. Didn't hear anything too interesting. A lot of young players there at the moment, but I can imagine it would get a bit more interesting later on.
Oh, it's quite interesting now. I want you to follow me. Back to my office.
It's the way you came or the way I came?
Follow me, dear.
Okay.
And
We'll catch up with this in a moment. Franziska and Christof, you two are in the elevator. Is there any small talk that happened? I'm just curious, just to see what the small talk between the two of you would be.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Okay. So, the elevator ride almost seems eternal as it makes its way to the parking garage. Franziska probably would have pushed the button for the exit, or would have she pushed the button for the parking garage?
Where's the parking garage?
It's below the exit.
Okay. We'll go to the parking garage.
Yeah. So, the two of you head out. Are you going to hop into Christoph's vehicle, or are you going to make your way out through side exit? What are you doing? Or is there any discussion on the fact that you're going to Hiromitsu Asano's place, or?
So where are we going? We need my car, or are we walking, or?
I would appreciate that, thank you.
You'd appreciate the car or the walking?
The car.
Okay, gotcha. Let's go.
I guess we should go check out the only place we know to go for certain, which is Asano's place. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, let's go. Hops in the car.
Anything else you can think of on the way?
Well, do we know where any of the other happened?
I'm just gonna say, Franziska, you'll know this. Well, sorry, like when you you mean like where they were killed?
Yeah.
No bodies have been found. It's just
Just
they've
they're
gone missing.
disappearing.
And they've all the ones stay, except for Hiromitsu Asano, I guess, all stay at the Hikata Temple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. If they're all at the Hikata Temple, I'm thinking that I think you're on the right track. Asano's place.
Yeah, because for the rest of them, I will get Sabine to look into it a little bit more. I think that's the easiest option, is to get her to look into things while we're there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Start your vehicle, Christoph. Head out of the parking garage. You the doors open. Go to drive out, And as you drive out of the parking, sort of the driveway area, you're kind of looking down the sides of the road to make sure that no traffic's coming. When you look towards the entrance of the seedling lofts, you see Harry Milliner, standing at the entrance of your apartment block, pushing the doorbell button. Next to him is a young-looking man with white hair, very thin, frail, with suitcases next to him.
Drive up, pull up, wind down the window.
Chrissy, you there?
Harry,
it's me,
what
Harry.
are you doing here?
It's me.
What are you doing?
No, I'm trying.
Hey, keep it down. Come here.
When you say, "What are you doing there?" he turns, almost ready to like yell at you to tell you to mind your own fucking business. When he realizes it's you, and he's like, "Chrissy, there the fuck you are! What are you doing? I've been ringing this doorbell.
Keep it down. Get over here. I got neighbors."
Chrissy's like, "Sorry." Makes his way back over, and as he makes his way over, the young boy is busy looking at his phone, headphones, and like earbuds, and doesn't seem to be too interested. And he's like, "Vriss, come on, it's Uncle Chrissy. Come on."
This your kid?
Yeah, it's Vriss.
Jesus, Vriss. Have I met Vriss before?
Nope. You've never met Vriss before. He's a lanky adolescent, stark white hair, very thin. He, as you say, Vriss, like, you know, he looks up for a mere moment from his phone, nods, looks back down.
Yeah, I heard a lot about you. You got the whole, okay. Harry, what are you doing here?
Vriss just arrived on the red eye. Well, not the red eye, but Teddy sent Vriss over. I just arrived this afternoon, and I was just dropping him off.
Oh, shit.
And that's when you see the bags there as well.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Franny! How's it going? I haven't really met you before, but Harry!
All right, well, you should have given me a heads up first. I had something sorted out for the kid.
I thought I did. I told you he was coming and that you was gonna be looking after him like Uncle Teddy, well, like Teddy looked after you.
Yeah, but I didn't realize you meant, like, tonight.
I told you he'd be coming in a few days.
Yeah, a few days. A few days could be tonight, could be tomorrow, could be the day after.
Argue in front of him. He's really, like, look, I don't want to, like, embarrass him right now. He's really sensitive. And you look over at Vriss, and Vriss is still just, like, looking through his phone. Clearly not engaged in this at all.
Harry, you got a car?
No, I got a rental, but I gotta go and...
But you don't need a lift anyway, do you?
No. I was just ready to go. My flight is in about a few hours back to Boston.
All right. Pop the trunk. Hey, kid. Bags in the back. You in the back seat.
Nods, grabs the bag, moves to the back, moves to the trunk, puts the bag in the trunk, pops it down, heads in the back seat. Cool. Oh, I mean, look, you guys are getting on like a house on fire right now.
Yeah, real house on fire, real riot, real party here.
What the
Harry.
fuck is going on? Does someone want to explain to me?
Vriss is coming to stay for a while.
Vriss looks up from his phone at you, Franziska, nods, looks back down.
Harry, does he...
What?
Does he need anything? Like,
No, he's pretty self-sufficient.
Yeah, okay.
He's pretty self-sufficient. But you know what? If you're worried about anyone having to look after him, you still got the number of that au pair that looked after you. What was her name?
Somewhere.
Stephanie?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you can bring her back in the mix, and maybe you can get mixed up again. And then he kind of looks over at Franziska and he's like, just hypothetically, of course.
She just clears daggers at him.
Harry, you got a flight to catch.
Yeah, I got a flight to catch. I'll give Uncle Teddy your regards.
Yeah, for sure. I'll talk to you soon, buddy.
He hops in his rental vehicle, honks a few times to like sort of like that sort of like that embarrassing dad like sort of goodbye, and then drives off.
And as he drives off, I'm like, Vriss, wave to your old man. It'll mean a lot to him.
Vriss, without even looking up, he just kind of weakly raises his hands, shakes, looks back down.
And I'm driving to Hiromitsu Asano's place.
Okay. So, is there any conversation that's going to happen between Franziska and Christof as Vriss is in the back? It's almost, I'm imagining the shot like Vriss is in the center, looking down at his phone with like the head earbuds in, and then you two are just kind of looking exactly like that as you're driving towards Hiromitsu Asano's. Is there any conversation that happens?
So let's discuss how I'm the leader and now there's a child, and is it even a child or is it an adult? I don't know what it is.
Hey, Vriss, you a child or an adult?
Looks up momentarily, shrugs, looks back down.
Is this my brother?
No, I'm your brother.
So when were you going to like tell me you were going to risk a child's life by bringing?
Whoa, risk his life. We're not risking his life. It's just a normal family arrangement. Coming to visit for a little while. You know, like I did.
How long is a little while?
A little while.
Christof.
What? I didn't make this decision. It's family business. I just gotta do what's best for the family. Oh, come on. He'll be fine.
I don't want to be in charge when he ultimately gets impaled by something ridiculous, okay?
Hey, kid,
You
you
hear
gonna
it-
get
you hear
impaled
a
by
click-
something
you-
ridiculous?
You hear a click in the back as he's like kind of gone like that and got done a picture of himself. Looks back down. You can hear like the typing from his phone. He kind of puts his fingers up, finishes, shrugs, and then goes back down.
See, he'll be fine. Hey, Franny, I like this kid. He reminds me of me.
I think that's why I dislike him, to be honest.
Oh, come on.
Did you really sit there in like a back seat and say nothing and do all these weird hand gestures while?
Well, we didn't have smartphones back in my day.
Well, I would hope you were smarter, that you could actually communicating while typing.
Ah, he's communicating. You're communicating with all your friends there, aren't you? See?
Well, should we take him somewhere while we go do this?
Yeah, we're gonna take him. He'll stand guard.
Oh, dear God. Why
Looks up,
have you punished me this way?
See?
thumbs up. Back down.
What, guarding his cellular device?
No, keep an eye on the car while we go upstairs. Actually, we should probably get see if Daniel's free. Can you give Daniels a call?
Grabs the phone. He's
No,
still
I
got his
wasn't
other
giving.
phone.
I wasn't giving it to him. I was giving it to Franny.
He goes to grab it.
Whoa,
and then that's when-
whoa! This is Franny's call. You don't even know who Daniels is.
I take the phone, unlock it, clearly knowing the pin.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
What I imagine happens is you grab the phone and you're like, okay, how do I do this again?
no, because she knows how to use technology. That's why the younger generation was brought into the thing. She just doesn't like to because it risks her too much. But she knows how to use it, and she will do it when she needs to.
Okay.
So she takes it, unlocks it.
We'll put a pause on this for now. We'll put a pin on this for now. As Daniels heads into Jessie's office. what has the Chamberlain got for the Kingmaker in this already strange night?
Treat, a sample. They go to behind, behind their desk. Lock the door, would you, dear?
Okay, sure.
And she pulls up some security footage, or like some of the live feeds that they have going on throughout the club, and we'll go to the dead room.
So, explain to me what the dead room.
The dead room is the room that I just put my most recent guest in.
Oh, right, yes.
Yes. And Jessie will kind of usher Dr. Daniels over. There's different, different camera feeds, and they're not the highest of quality. It's very clear that they have been positioned to be discreet within like the lights and statues. They're the kind of like super tiny, the super tiny cameras that you may often hear in the news, where like the Airbnb secretly films people because they have like this tiny they have that installed in the room. And they kind of just turn the monitor around and shows Dr. Daniels.
Yeah. Dr. Daniels, you see the figure of, I don't think you ever met Linnell, but you definitely would have seen Linnell at her Carter party. So definitely you know is kindred, or at least kindred affiliated. Standing in this room, sort of preparing various things, rolling some bones around on a table, reading through various tarot cards. It all seems kind of like, you're looking at this and you're like, okay, what's the point? And then eventually, after a few minutes, a adolescent is brought into the room in bindings. The woman has her attention onto them and gets them to sort of sit down, tries to get them to relax, and you're just watching this. You're watching this happen through this grainy footage. As Linnell starts going through the tarot cards, you don't hear what she's saying, but she's clearly saying something to this boy. This boy is paying rapt attention to her as she's plopping cards down, and as she kind of arranges them down in a certain way, she says something. She gestures for something, and the boy puts his shackled hands onto the table and extends them out. She flips one card over, says something about the card, before reaching over, grabbing a small little, what looks to be a small, tiny little needle, maybe, and just looks at the boy dead in the eyes as the boy is frozen, doesn't seem to be moving, as she pushes the needle into his finger. Beneath the fingernail. Is there anything that Dr. Daniels would say upon seeing this? So this will continue on for a little while. She does the same thing for the next few cards.
This live, or is this recorded, or?
This is live. It's happening as we speak. There might be, a few seconds of lag, but it's the best that I can do.
Not familiar with whatever is happening here. I've heard of tarot card readings and stuff, but what's with the needle? Do you know?
I'm sure if we keep watching, we'll find out. You're not squeamish, are you?
Dr. Daniels, probably not. Jono thinking about needles going under fingernails a little bit. Ow.
So with each time the nails go, the little needles go beneath the nails, it's almost like the cameras glitch out for a moment as the contact happens. Only for a bare moment. Jessie, you will understand this as possibly something happening with the world of Oblivion. This is some kind of ceremony, perhaps, that Linnell has cooked up on her own, or perhaps has been taught down to her. But eventually, once all the fingers are filled up with needles, she freely moves away, and the boy is looking straight ahead, drooling from his lips. Give me an occult plus intelligence roll, please, Jessie. Specifically, only Jessie. Dr. Daniels, you wouldn't know. I think this is actually the first roll other than the rouse of the night. Cool. With a 4, it looks like she's trying to build herself a servant. And this is her process of wearing them down, making them feel less human. This is her process. You don't know the intricacies of it, but you believe that that is what is happening. Some sort of zombie or zombie-like process of creating a mindless servant. Whether or not Jessie wants to verbalize this is completely up to her.
I don't think they will verbalize it, but there does appear to be a shift in their expression that is of vague familiarity or potential understanding.
As you're watching this display, Dr. Daniels and Jessie, Dr. Daniels, that's when your phone goes off.
Sorry, Jessie, do you mind?
No, of course, go ahead.
You look at your
If you
phone.
want some discretion, you can walk just outside if you need to.
It's fine.
When you look at your phone, Dr. Daniels, you see that it's a call from Christof, but also that you have a message there that arrived during the day from Celine Latterback. Oh, I think you're muted.
Celine, black. That's why I said say this much.
But you answer the phone. What do you say?
Yo, Christof, what's up?
Franziska, that's what you hear when you call.
Hello.
Ah, Fernie. How may I help you?
How can you help us, Christof?
Daniels, what are you doing tonight?
Yeah, how's that sound? Look at you, see. I will be freeing up very soonish. Yeah.
How do you feel about babysitting?
Babysitting. Depends who, when, where, what, how.
Remember the family.
I'll take that as
I wouldn't
yes.
say babysitting, just meeting.
Meeting a member of the family, is that what you said?
Younger member of the family, but a member of the family.
You need someone, an eye kept on someone, is that what you're saying?
I wouldn't say that.
No. Okay.
We're doing some things, but we've got an unexpected guest. I think it'd be valuable for them to meet you, spend some time with you.
They need entertained, in other words.
That's one way to put it.
I would put it that way, though.
Yeah. Always the honest one, friend. Yeah, sure. If you need a favor, I can grant this favor. Easy peasy.
Sure, thanks, friend. Franny, can you send him the address?
To where we're headed?
Yeah,
Okay.
meet you there.
We're just going to Asano's place. I can imagine you know what it is.
All right, I'll see you at the address you send through.
All right. She just hangs up.
Okay.
Franny, you know how to send a map link?
Yeah, of course I do.
Do I need to pull over? Do you need me to do that for you?
Christof,
Yeah?
do you want to wipe my ass for me too? What is going on here?
Geez, I didn't realize you're into that, but no thank you.
The first noise you ever hear of Mate is a snort at that. And that is where we're going to cut for our break for tonight. We'll be back in a moment, everyone. Don't go anywhere.